Hi everyone, this is Susie, and today I am going to be sharing with you the recipe for coconut almond yogurt. And I had already served myself the plate, but I need to make some more because this was the last of it. And this is what it looks like. You can see a little bit. This is what the yogurt looks like. You can make it as thick or as watery as you want. And all I did was add some banana, blueberries, raspberries, and some of my homemade granola. And that's it. And you can make this yogurt with walnuts. I like it with walnuts or almonds, or you can make it with cashews or any type of nuts that you like, okay? So let's get started. So these are the ingredients for the yogurt. I have half a cup of soaked almonds for 12 hours. I soaked them for 12 hours, then I rinsed them out. And you can go ahead and peel them if you want. If not, you can leave the skin on them because they're pretty easy to peel if you want them after they've been soaked. So you have that option. And then also I have one coconut, and we're going to use the water and the flesh of the coconut. And then also this is what makes this into a yogurt. I have Liyf Biotic. The company is called PuraDyme. If you haven't seen them, it's a company that I think he's the owner or the president. His name is Corona. I will leave the information down below if you guys are interested. And all it is this powder, and you add about, I think, like a teaspoon or something like that to your coconut yogurt, and this is what makes it into a yogurt. So they are, I think they're like probiotics or something like that. I'll explain it to you later. And then also this is optional. You don't have to add this, but he does, so I do as well. And these are called Liyf Essentials, and it says that it's a whole food nutrient complex that provides all the essential and non-essential amino acids along with a perfect balance of carbohydrates. And it is all plant-based, and all of these ingredients are vegan and raw. So non-GMO, the whole thing, okay? So I'm going to open up the coconut, get the meat out and the water, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here I have about 3/4 of a cup of the coconut meat. I'm just going to throw that in there. And my almonds. And I have about 1 cup and 1/4 of the coconut water. And I'm not going to add the whole thing. I'm going to start with maybe half or so. And then I'll see if it needs a little bit more. And this just depends on how watery you want it or how thick you want it, okay? And then to this I'm going to add about a half of a teaspoon of the Liyf Biotic and about half of a tablespoon of the Liyf Essentials. And you can add more or less too of that. It's no exact measurement. That's good enough for me. So, and we're just going to blend this until smooth. And if it needs more water, I'm just going to add a little bit more water, okay? And that's what it looks like. And I ended up adding a total of 1 cup of the coconut water, okay? And at this point, you just transfer your mixture into a jar or any type of, I would prefer glass container versus plastic or anything else. I usually have these jars are for my yogurt. And once it's done, I'll clean it up later. So once this is done, the only thing that you do is that you put the lid on top, just like that. You don't seal it or anything. And you let it sit for anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. Usually I'll do 4 to 6, depending, I think, on how hot or the weather is and things like that. If you go to, if you look up Corona's Coconut Almond Yogurt, he goes into more depth and detail about it, so I'm not going to do that. But I wanted you guys to see what I do for yogurt, okay? And then this is it. So after, let's say, 4 or 6 hours that it's done, then you just, seal it. And you just leave it in, room temperature. Just anywhere that is, not too hot, not too hot. I wouldn't put it anywhere it's too hot. So just anywhere that's pretty cool. And then after that, you seal it and you put it in your refrigerator. And it will last anywhere from maybe 3 to 4 days, maybe maximum 5. I don't usually let it go that long because it will go bad. So that's why I like to do small batches. So this is all I will make. And then from here, You can do like salad dressings, you can add this to smoothies and things like that. Okay, so it was too thick, so I ended up adding a little bit more of the water. So I used up the whole 1 1/4 cup of water. And this is the consistency. I don't like it super thick, so that's pretty good for me. And this is so good. Oh my goodness. You could eat it now. Like, you don't have to wait the 4 hours, but that is just so that the yogurt culturizes. Lou Corona explains it in detail, okay? So, like I say, after the 4 to 6 hours, you would then seal, oops, wrong lid. So you just leave it like that for 4 to 6 hours, and then you seal it up, you put it in the fridge, and then you can use it for juices, for smoothies and soups and dressings and things like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over a couple more things. So the flavor of this is like really sweet. Like you can just like, I know that Dan McDonald, he'll like eat this like with a spoon. Because it's really like, it tastes, I don't know what it tastes like, but it's like a really mild sweet flavor. To me it tastes like candy. It's so good. It's like not super sweet. It doesn't taste like sugar, but it's just like a mild, I don't know if it's like a powdered milk kind of flavor, but it's like really smooth. Oh my goodness. It's like really, really good. This one is, that's what it looks like. Oh my goodness. I don't know, I can't explain the flavor, but it's a really, really nice flavor. Like really earthy and a little bit like, tastes almost like wheat, but it doesn't, I don't think it has any wheat. I think it's wheat. It's gluten-free, non-GMO, no dairy, no nuts, no soy, but it's really good, you guys. So, and you can add this also to smoothies and pretty much anything, or drink it with just some orange juice, things like that. I like to add it to the yogurt because that's what Lou Corona does. So the reason that I started using this is because I started eating soy. I tried soy yogurt, and for some reason it upset my stomach. So I stopped consuming the soy. And then the coconut yogurt, I don't really like to eat it like with like fruits and stuff like that. I like it when I add it to like baked goods or smoothies and things like that. I don't mind the flavor. But then just eating it straight up with some fruit, I didn't like it. So this was perfect for me. And I had tried this a few years ago, and I really liked it. I just stopped doing it, and then I started back into it. So I've been using this for a while now. So it's been a while. Let me see what else I was going to say. Oh, and then the other thing is that I opened my coconut with a coconut jack. Oops. You can see if you've never seen it before. And then this is the meat scoop. You scoop out the meat with this. And it was my first time using it, so it was a little bit of a challenge, but I did it. So there's a ton of videos. Just look up Coco Jack, like coconut Coco Jack, and it'll come up, and that way you can see how it works and if it's good for you. You know, if you want that versus the big knife, or you know, the cleaver, which is a little bit more dangerous. This wasn't dangerous at all. So that was the other thing. This is like pretty sweet. Oh, the flavor, it doesn't get tangy like normal yogurt, so you're not gonna, maybe perhaps if you added like a whole bunch of this, it might get a little tangy, but to me it never tastes tangy. It just stays like really nice and smooth and sweet. It is like really good. This doesn't really add flavor to this at all. So you're not going to be tasting this. You just taste the coconut and the almonds or whatever it is that you do. And like I say, I've done this with walnuts, and then the coconut and the coconut water. Or sometimes I'll just buy the coconut water, like at Whole Foods and stuff, and then I'll just add that if I don't have coconuts, and then I'll just do the walnuts or the almonds with the coconut water, and it's also really, really good. So you don't have to get the coconuts. If you can get fresh coconut water, that would be great, but if not, just try to find anything that is, you know, the least processed available. And then, what was the other thing I was going to say? And if you don't want to add the coconut water and the coconut meat, because it will make it a little bit sweet, and let's say you want to use it for salad dressings and things like that, then just do it with regular water. So you would just put the almonds or the walnuts or the cashews or whatever, and then you put, or you can even do like sesame seeds, you can do like any nut and seed that you like, and then you soak them, you rinse them out, you add them to your blender, you add the water, and you would add your Liyf Biotic. This is what makes it a yogurt. This is just extra, okay? So you don't have to get this one. And then you would blend that up, and then now it wouldn't be sweet, so you can add it to, you know, your soups or things like that if you don't want it to have the sweet flavor. If you want it just for yogurt with fruit, like for your breakfast and stuff, or for, you know, some smoothies, then you can do the coconut and the nuts or seeds, and you can even add a little bit, you know, some dates if you want it to be a little bit more sweeter. You can like soak some dates, and you can add that, and that would be great as well. So you can play around with it, you know, it's really simple. Like I say, if for some reason you've tried the non-dairy yogurts, and the other thing is that this is raw, so it would be considered a raw yogurt. You don't cook it, you don't have to do like any of the other processes that you do when you make yogurt. Oops. Okay, so what this is a synergistic blend of highly activated probiotics. So these are probiotics, and this 2-ounce powder. It costs, I think, about $40 or so, but it'll last you quite a long time because you don't use that much. Yeah, so if you have any questions, like I say, I'll leave the information down below so that you can check out Lu Corona's videos and his website. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope that this was useful to you, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!